On a fog-choked evening, Ellie found herself lost on a deserted country road. Her GPS had failed and her phone battery was dead. She spotted a dilapidated house in the distance, its windows shattered and roof caved in. With no other options, she decided to seek help. As Ellie approached, the house seemed to exhale a chilly breath, and a sense of unease clung to the air. She knocked on the door, which creaked open slowly as if guided by unseen hands. Inside, the air was stagnant and thick with dust, illuminated only by the moonlight filtering through broken panes. Ellie stepped cautiously into the foyer, her footsteps echoing in the emptiness. In the corner of the room, an old-fashioned grandfather clock ticked ominously, its pendulum swinging out of sync. The house seemed to groan under the weight of its own age. She heard a faint whisper, like a breeze stirring the cobwebs. Following the sound, Ellie found herself in a dimly lit parlor. A moth-eaten armchair faced the fireplace, where a single log crackled weakly. On the mantel above, an old portrait of a family stared down with vacant eyes. The faces seemed to shift subtly, as if the figures were alive and watching her. Ellie's heart raced as she noticed something peculiar. A dusty handwritten note pinned to the portrait. It read, "They never leave." A cold draft swept through the room, and the flames in the fireplace flickered wildly. Ellie turned around and saw the shadows on the walls twisting and writhing as if alive. The whispers grew louder, forming incoherent murmurs that seemed to beckon her. Suddenly, the grandfather clock struck midnight with a deafening chime. Ellie froze as the shadows coalesced into figures, haggard, ghostly apparitions with hollow eyes and anguished expressions. They glided silently towards her, their forms growing more solid with each step. Desperate, Ellie bolted for the door, but it slammed shut with a thunderous bang. She was trapped. The apparitions encircled her, their cold, spectral hands reaching out. Ellie's screams were swallowed by the oppressive silence of the house. As the dawn broke and the fog began to lift, a passerby found the old house. Inside, they discovered only an empty room, the grandfather clock still ticking away in eerie calm. On the mantel, the portrait remained, but now the family's eyes seemed to follow anyone who dared to look, a silent warning of the house's dark secret.